Welcome to the Detail Solutions Podcast. My name is Alex Russell. I'm your host. I'm going to try something a little different. Hope you guys like it with this kind of new transition I'm doing with the podcast. I want to try to do some episodes where maybe the topics don't require a full hour. Something maybe I can't get enough people on to do these kind of things. So we'll do like these quick, like maybe 10, 15 minute deals, maybe only have one ad per or maybe two, just depending on see what we got. So we're going to jump into it. I'm going to kind of not do a lot of the things I always do. You guys know the website, you know where to find us, you know where to follow us. Please like, share, follow, subscribe, hit that notification button, leave us a review. Tell all your friends about us is the important thing. You know, got to get more people listening. That's what it all boils down to. More people listening, bigger numbers, more sponsors, more Alex travels around and comes and sees everybody. I don't know. Maybe that's why you guys aren't listening. You don't want me traveling around anywhere. But listen, let's give this a whirl. We're going to jump into a new ad we've got going on, new product sponsor. Really excited to have both of this collaboration sponsorship come on board with us. Hopefully, it'll be big things for the podcast, big things for you guys. Go check them out. Tired of struggling with tight spaces when detailing your car? Introducing the Flex PXE80, the ultimate precision tool for detailers. And with the FS140 extension tool, reach those unreachable areas with ease. Say goodbye to frustration and hello to flawless results. Upgrade your detailing game today and get 10% off Flex tools at Detailed Image. Visit detailedimage.com and use the code DSP15 for 15% off your order, not applicable with Flex tools. Okay, so what I'm gonna do is I've kind of written down some notes that you guys know I don't normally write things down or it's just kind of all off the top of my head, but I'm trying to do this. So every now and then, I see people online say things or do things that I think like, man, if a customer saw that, like that's the wrong thing to say. That was the stupidest mistake you could have done. Like it's terrible, like kind of representation of your business or customer service. So in this episode, I kind of wanted to do a brief, do's and don'ts of delivering exceptional customer service. So I'll be honest with you, I had the help of AI with this. Slotted in an old chat GPT. It kicked me out some ideas. So that's why I've kind of written them down and just going to kind of roll with it and see what happens. So let's start with the do's for customer service. First and foremost, you want to actively listen to your customers. You want to show genuine interest in their needs and concerns. You want to strive to understand the perspective before offering your solutions, right? So, what I like to do is I like to ask them those qualifying type questions, right? Are they looking for interior? Are they looking for exterior? What exactly are they looking for interior? Are they looking for hot water extraction or just kind of dust and clean, like a super clean style, whatever? On the outside, are they looking for just a wash and a wax? Are they looking for more of a correction? And then are they looking for some kind of, coating, whether it be a sealant or a ceramic or something of that, you know, find out what they want and go from there with it. And empathy is the cornerstone of excellent customer service, right? Understanding what they're, wanting, what they're looking for. Um, Next, you want to communicate clearly and effectively. Um, you know, Explaining the services to them, breaking it down, by what they're telling you, and use language that is easy for them to understand. I mean, listen, I see a lot of detailers online throwing out, you know, big words. And listen, you're not a chemist, so stop saying big words, just, you know, use use the language that your clients can understand. Avoid jargon and provide concise explanations when you're talking to them. And remember, effective communication fosters trust and builds rapport with those clients. So, my big thing when I'm talking to a client is I like to point to things and show them like this will come out, this won't come out, this is a maybe, this is what I'm going to do to try to get it. And I try to use terminology that they're going to understand. I don't throw in words like emulsifiers and surfactants and polydoxoxylene, hydrophilic phobics, and all that other fun stuff, right? I mean, they probably know what hydrophobics is. Um, but giving them a real world expectation, so that way, after I've answered those questions and they kind of have an idea, then it makes it easier for them to make that decision of bringing their vehicle back to me and paying me for it, or maybe I'm too expensive. Another essential do is to go above and beyond, to exceed customer expectations. And it doesn't necessarily mean you charge them for one step and you do a two step, right? It's just surprising and delighting your clients. Maybe give them some unexpected little gestures. I know a lot of guys and gals in the industry have towels, hint, hint, we have a good towel advertiser. Um, that can have their logo printed on the towel, and they put a towel in the cup holder for the client, to be able to catch spills or things like that. Or some people do mints, some people do, whatever, little knick-knack paddywhacks kind of things. Um, and it just, it's a personalized experience, and you're making that client feel good. They're leaving with something other than just a shiny or clean car. And these extra efforts can create loyal customers, and they'll come back. And not only that, but they'll refer you to their friends, to their neighbors, to their family. Um, Now, shifting focus a little bit to the don'ts of customer service, don't ignore customer feedback. Um, whether it's positive or negative, feedback is invaluable for improving your products and services. Take the time to listen, acknowledge, and address the customer feedback constructively. Too many times I see posts on social media where the client maybe had an issue, or there was something maybe not to their delight, and the detailer will screenshot it and post it up in a group like, "Look at this fucking asshole. What does he expect me to do?" Blah, 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 blah. Listen, I don't post on those things because I'm not going to be on your side. There's two sides to the story, three sides really, right? There's yours, theirs, and then the truth, right? So you're going to say one thing, we're reading one thing from the client, but what's the truth? I think a lot of that for me kind of falls back to, and the do's, the explaining, making sure that they understand exactly what they're getting, and then you have, you know, less of a chance of a negative reaction with that. But at the same time, you need to address it like a professional. Yes, sir. Yes, ma'am. I'm sorry, we missed that. Let me go ahead and get it taken care of for you. You know what? Next time you bring it back in, free wash on me, for inconvenience, blah, 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 whatever, right? It's all about making sure that they're happy and taken care of. Make sure that the money that they spent is well worth it. Um, Avoid making promises you can't keep. It's important to understand to underpromise and overdeliver rather than the other way around. Be realistic about what you can offer and follow through with your commitments and build trust and credibility. And again, that kind of comes back to that real world expectations that I talked about earlier, right? Tell them you can only get it a 7 when you know you can probably make it an 8.5, right? Or a 9. You might not make it a 10, but if you tell them like, "Hey, look, I don't know, man, it might not come out," but in your head, you're pretty sure it'll come out, and they're cool with it. And then that way you get it out, and then they come back and you're like, "Hey, look, I pulled out all the bag of tricks. I did all the things and I got it out for you," and the customer's going to be blown away, whether it's a scratch, whether it's stain in the carpet or, whatever. You know, just make sure that you're being realistic and make sure that you over deliver. Another critical don't is to never argue with the customer. Even if you disagree with their perspective, maintain professionalism and strive to find a common ground. Remember, the goal is to resolve the issue amicably and leave the customer feeling valued and respected. One of the things I learned in the car wash industry was they taught us was the feel felt found. Um, Try to remember the feel felt found. When the client's saying, hey, blah, 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 this, hey, blah, 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 that, right? You could say, listen, I understand how you feel. I have felt the same way before. But what I found out is, and then tell them, right? Hey, I understand how you feel that, I'll give you an example. So I had a client one time, wanted an interior detail, but she told me she just wanted the doors and the dash cleaned and treated. So I clean and treat the doors and dash, take it back to her. She's like, the carpets and seats weren't done. I said, well, that's not part of the service. You just wanted the doors and the dash done. She said, "Well, no," and so my way of diffusing that situation was, "Ma'am, I understand how you feel, right? Um, I have felt that same way before when I thought I was getting something, but what I found is when you and I were talking, I explained it to you multiple times, so you only want the vinyl cleaned and conditioned, nothing done on the carpets and seats." You told me no. So I was able to diffuse it without getting argumentative or getting in, a blow up or pissing her off. She was still a little upset, but she understood it. Um, and went about my way and she was happy with what she got. But like I said, she was a little disappointed with whatever. So, um, lastly, don't forget to follow up with customers after resolving their issues. A simple follow up call or email demonstrates your commitment to their satisfaction and provides an opportunity to address any lingering concerns. It's a small gesture that can leave a lasting impression. And that's the big thing, right? Like, just calling them up or, most times these days it's shooting a text or shooting an email, but calling it makes it more personalized, right? A little more professional and, hey, just wanted to check everything's okay. We got you taken care of. No other complaints, concerns. Um, it's a big thing. It goes a long way. Think about it. Anything that you've ever had happen to you and somebody, checks with you to make sure you're all right, how comforting that is and how it makes it better. Um, so all in all, this short little episode, mastering the do's and don'ts of customer service is essential for building a lasting relationship and driving business success. And by listening attentively, communicating effectively, and exceeding expectations, you can create memorable experiences that keep your customers coming back for more. And that's it. Quick little episode. I hope you guys get this. I hope you appreciate it. I want to try and do more of these. Maybe I'll do a couple of them a week if I can. It's getting, like I said, it's getting harder for the longer hour long episodes all the time. So maybe these short little quick ones will do. Um, just do them more often. And with that, please go like, share, follow, subscribe. Tell all your friends, tell your neighbors. Listen, I understand how you feel listening to these podcasts get lame after a while. I've felt that listening to these podcasts get lame after a while, but what I found is every now and then there's a nugget of truth. There's a nugget of wisdom. And that's all I can do is hopefully give you guys these little nuggets. So that's it. That was a fun, short one. Again, hope you guys enjoyed it. Uh, go have a great day, night, weekend, whatever you're listening to this. Appreciate you. Take care. Bye.